this is our dress code. Just dress shoes, a belt, tucked in shirt, a tie, khakis.
Top button has to be buttoned according to dress code. Oh,
He's a sophomore, so he knows more than me.
No, 3 inches.
Very particular about dress code. This is Loyola Hall. This is where history and theology are held, as well as our bookstore, which is right now closed. Loyola Hall was not originally a part of St. Ignatius at first.
Originally it was its own school.
Originally it was actually its own school, but with the St. Mary's Church. But that closed and they gave it to us. But this is the jug room. Kids who are bad, do bad things, and jaywalk across the street, get jugged and sent
They're
here.
bad things to do. You don't do them.
Ignatius Loyola again?
Oh, which reminds me. This is what a jug card looks like.
Oh yeah, sample jug card.
Oh, that's my health care. Can you see it?
Yeah.
This is
As
what
you
it's
can-
supposed to look like it when you're done with it. Notice, no jugs.
Show them the ID.
ID.
Also, a sample of an ID as he throws cards out. This is an example of a Ignatius ID.
With a very ugly student.
Yes, you should really care about appearance when it comes to that.
On picture day, at least. If not, no other day.
Actually, speaking of theology, we have many good teachers, including Valinsky. And
Throwing up the horns. Give me on video.
Valinsky, yes, something about horns. And Healy and Dibbits. But also, on the subject of theology, Robert J. Welsh, a Jesuit who was one of our presidents here, actually, he is the one who started the Arupe neighborhood program. I'll talk about that later. The Loyola Society Mothers Club,
because they have red locks.
and also seen the sophomore service program was started by Father Welsh as well.
Notice.
How is sophomore service?
Sophomore service is awesome.
What do you
It makes
do?
me glad that I'm both a sophomore and an Ignatian. What?
And you're glad you don't go to Ed's.
Oh yeah. You know, they only get to do like 2 or 3 hours a year. And I'm like, that's the whole point of going to school, is so you can do service, right?
And this is our history floor. Many history
That's
classes.
even all feigned.
Okay, all history classes take place here, including.
No, that's not true. I will show you where I take A push. Oh wait, it's this way.
Oh yeah, A
I don't
push.
get lost on my way to A push every day.
Yes, you don't, Raph. But A push is, if you don't know the acronym, then you've been living under a rock for all your life.
Advanced. Placement.
American history.
United.
United States history, whatever.
History.
American history is the same thing.
That's Mr. Bogan's room. That's not the room you're going for. It's this
And this is the top floor of our Clavis Science Center. And
Calvius. That is Mr.
Calvius.
Corrigan's room.
and no one knows what this room is that looks like storage.
Oh, this isn't storage. This is SciSo.
Okay.
St. Ignatius Science Olympiad.
Oh, they have their own room.
Yeah. Of course they do.
Science Olympiad is another one of those great programs, clubs,
I can show you
extracurriculars that we have. This is also science, more
She
science,
blinded me with science.
and a turtle,
She blinded me with science.
and Raph.
Yeah, you can stop showing me. It's
What-
like ruining people's lives right now.
One of the actually, with science, most freshmen don't take science, surprisingly,
Science!
unless they're in the Father Kirby program. The Father Kirby program it's where the freshmen that like science and
Take
don't
biology.
take
Their
biology,
freshman
and
year.
then they get ahead of everyone else. End up
Honors
taking
chemistry
chemistry
sophomore year.
with who?
Miss Lockvader.
Apparently she's no good, I've heard. And this floor, what takes place on this floor, Raph?
That by the end of it, You know chemistry and you're okay. Oh, these are sophomore lockers. No, blue locks. Blue means sophomore.
Now, what?
Red means freshman or guy who just bought a new lock this year. Whatever.
Now, what science classes take place on this floor?
You have Miss Henderson's, which is where I learned biology last year. It was part of the Early Start program.
And I'm actually in this, and that too. Do the band. We will talk about that later.
Classroom where I take honors chemistry. Okay. And this is the robotics lab. Yes, they finally locked it. The lock wasn't working for the past like 3 days. Well, that's actually a little depressing that's locked. I was gonna show you guys all sorts of stuff.
Raph is very big into robotics. No one knows why.
Because I'm gonna do sophomore in it.
Okay. We'll talk about Arupe later.
You could be another freshman and be like
More
be
sophomore
like, I'm gonna-
locks.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm gonna show you mine. Oh yeah, we also have to show them the physics department.
Oh, that's down here, is
The
it?
Ignatius physics department. Behold the glory.
And Mr. Healy would love this.
Oh yeah. Look at that. That is what Science Olympiad is all about right there. Okay, it's about a little bit more than that, but still. This is what a sophomore locker looks like when you lose the lock and just go out and buy your own. Hey.
Okay then.
These are some interesting statistics found by Ignatius students who interned wherever that is.
Cleveland Clinic.
Yep, I can't read that big. Too big word. I actually know the guy that did that. And these are more physics classrooms. I think this one's Mr. Nolan and that one's Mr. DeCarlo.
Alright. Moving on to the atrium, which was added, Raph?
A couple years ago, when they added the Clavius Center. Originally it was just a grassy plain, like a mall, I mean. Over there you can see why I'm a sophomore, and how about we censor that from the camera? I don't know where the camera
And
is.
this is a color version of our seal. As you can tell, just a little bit of history about the
Here you have
family.
the oboe.
That's not an oboe, Raph.
No, oboe-iola.
Oh, yes. And this,
And then
this
the shield,
is
which
the
represents
crest.
the 7 members of the family that died in in the name of the King of France.
It was Spain.
Spain, whatever.
But these are actually 2 wolves waiting at a pot to be fed because the Loyola family had a ton of leftovers.
And we're very generous.
Hence the prayer for generosity.
Oh, have you ever sushi
And this
yet?
is what?
That's my favorite prayer, the sushi bite.
No, I have not.
And because we're a Catholic school, of course, we have a crucifix. Look up at it. Thank you.
That's an elevator. As you can tell, no students.
Which reminds me, let me get on that.
This is an example on how you get jugged.
You take out your jug card in advance, because if you're going to do something this stupid, just have already have it out. You click the button. And then, when the teacher that's on there sees you, you get a jug. I don't actually want to get a jug right now, if it's all the same to you.
Apparently our school colors used to be green and yellow, but
No, that's
Who
just really
knows?
faded blue.
faded blue. These are caricatures of different people here, I'm guessing.
Oh, this one's awesome. This is Father Canfield.
I did see that. I actually
That
talked to
one's
him.
just really weird.
Father Canfield.
look at how big
this
her
is not.
cheek is.
This is not actually what Father Canfield looks like.
It
but
is. It is.
pretty
Facially.
Yeah,
It's the
facially
best
it
one.
is. And
Like,
just
this
Father
one makes
Canfield
him
is a
look like
living
creeper.
legend.
He does not look like a creeper.
He is. Father Canfield is a living legend here.
I mean,
everyone knows him.
Mr. DeCarlo does not look like that much of a creeper. That's a creeper.
And these are many more. Like for example, Mr. Franzinger, our assistant dean of students.
Who could probably bench press you
Mr. Hennessy, the dean of
with
students.
half an arm.
And there are just many, many more.
Ignatius teachers. Oh yeah, we have more female teachers than we have female students. How many schools can say that?
Eds.
I don't think you've ever been to Ed's. I have yet to see a male student there.
Ouch, that's gonna hurt. This is our cafeteria and one stage. The actual auditorium is somewhere else. We'll get there
See
later.
if I can actually get on. I can get on the stage. I'm gonna step in.
There used to be a bell here. I don't know what happened to it. But this is where students eat lunch. There's where they get lunch.
Some students eat lunch in the atrium. This is the senior lounge.
Well, senior lounge is for seniors only.
Just generally outside.
And this is one of our logos, mainly for sports.
Saint Ignatius.
And then we have, I believe, alumni over here.
No, those are teachers.
Or teachers that
No,
probably
not
were alumni.
Mr. Pasco did not graduate from Ignatius. He just is awesome.
Well, many teachers were graduates of Ignatius.
Like Mr. Kyle. You need to know. You need to tell me where you are in these people, so I can actually point people out in advance. Mr. Howard.
Yep, he's
Mr.
my history
Vizzelli.
teacher. Mr. Cooney, Mr. Corrigan,
Corrigan.
Becker, Mr. Healy,
Yeah. He's awesome.
Fujimoto,
Oh yeah. Super awesome.
and a lot of others. Actually, the technical name for this room is the Rady Dining Hall.
The Raid E dining hall.
I said E. This is the senior lounge. Seniors sit here, not sophomores. If sophomores sit here, they get punched in the face by seniors and kicked
They're
out.
freshmen.
I know.
There are no seniors in here, otherwise I'd be dead.
I was pretending to be other. And they have a TV in here, so everyone wants to be in here.
Except all they play is ESPN. So a lot of the time it's just ads. It's kind of simple.
And we have a room full of vending machines here.
How about we don't talk about that and we just talk about the announcements?
And this
This
is
is where everybody that gets a jug, their name's posted. And we
yes,
get to make fun of them.
this is the bulletin board for Student Light. It includes jugs,
Daily
announcements,
Tardies.
parties, and
Student life.
no.
Look at that.
stat
Look at
schedules.
that. Look at that. Zoom in on that. That is sweet.
CAT, the Christian Action Team,
Christian
and
Action
job
Team.
and job information for those that are looking for jobs, and then also our schedules. And actually, this coming Friday, the Cleveland Orchestra will be here.
Oh yeah, that is sweet. I know a lot of
Raph
people in
is
there.
traumatized.
Like actually I don't remember his first name. Thomas Spurl. He plays bass.
This
goes to my church.
Is
a
campus
boycott.
ministry.
Also goes to my church. She's awesome.
Campus
She's
ministry,
also-
where everything spiritually related happens. This is where Father Canfield works.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is actually.
I'll show you. See,
IHS stands for Jesus. Has to do something with Latin and Greek. And this is inside campus ministry. And as you can tell, Father Canfield is right here.
that's the office. It's not his office. Why do they have two offices? Okay, I'm kind of jealous now. That or they just moved him this year.
They moved him.
They moved him.
And then this is the basement of Loyola,
Loyola. Boy, food is good.
the bookstore.
Anyway,
The bookstore is generally open, but it closed at 11. due to
this
exams.
is my old locker. See that? 84. I can remember. that number.
Some people buy their own locks,
Like this one.
and
It's
some
all
people
snazzy,
get
like-
some that are just kind of strange.
Like this one. Which I can't undo because I don't have a brain. Oh yeah, come here.
And
Come here.
this
You need
is
to see
Mr.
this.
Hennessy
This is
and
the
Mr.
best lock
Fringsinger's
ever.
office.
Come here.
We'll come back to that.
Come here. Look at that. That is the best lock I've seen in a while. Oh yeah.
And then also our National Merit Scholars for this year's graduating class.
That's 5. Wait, how far do I have to put my hand? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. 20.
Now, moving back over
I mean,
to
he's awesome, but
the Dean of
Dean
Students
of
office.
Students office.
Mr. Hennessy, graduate of 78. And then we have the
The same year my
Styles
dad
Staff and
graduated.
Faculty Lounge, which students are not allowed in.